Hi Pisces, hope you're doing well. We're going to do another you versus them. So for those of you who are new, any Pisces placements in your chart or theirs, you could resonate with this reading. Keep in mind, take what resonates as it resonates with you. Flip the roles if you feel like the roles are in reverse. Reverse them for yourself, okay? Trust your own guidance in how you receive these messages. This is for you and the person most on your mind at this time. And that could be love interest, partner, ex, friend, family member, neighbor, boss, co-worker, you and the person most on your mind, okay? We're going to look at what the situation is between the two of you, your perspective, thoughts, feelings, intentions towards the other person, their perspective, thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. And then we'll do an outcome and advice, so next steps, next developments, and advice when it comes to the situation, okay? I'm using my festive wintry decks and the old school one. And yeah, we're just gonna get started. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel that you feel drawn to. And thank you in advance for your likes, your shares, and your feedback, your comments. And thank you for subscribing. All right, let's begin. So we're gonna pull the cards first, and then we're gonna go through it, okay? So let's have a look. Pisces and the person most on their mind. What is the situation currently for Pisces and the person most on their mind? How things stand between the two of you. We're also gonna pull the outcome and advice cards that we'll look at a bit later on. Excuse me. Your perspective, thoughts, feelings, intentions towards the situation and the other person. Now I already started this I started it once and realized, oh, I didn't light my candles. Then my candles wouldn't light up. And so I feel like someone might be jumping the gun with something, starting a conversation before they've actually figured out exactly what they want to say. I feel like someone's about to do something without actually rehearsing it first or not thinking too much about it. And we'll see how that goes. Seven of Pentacles, we'll see if it comes back out. So, person on Pisces mind. Their perspective, thoughts, feelings, intentions towards Pisces and the situation. And my voice is getting kind of weird, and it was absolutely fine before I sat down to do this reading. So that tells me it's part of the reading, okay? It's part of this energy that we're picking up on. I feel like someone's... The way that it feels, and we'll see, this could be a side message or it could come out in the reading, but the way I feel is someone's been going back and forth, holding back from saying something for a long time. They're now at a point where it's like they've made up their mind that they have to say something. They haven't quite decided exactly how they want to say it, when they want to say it, but they've been thinking about it so much that in the end, I feel like it's just, they're just gonna, you know what, I can't, F it, I'm just gonna say whatever comes out and hope for the best, okay? That's the kind of conversation that I feel you have coming your way, Pisces, okay? Or that could be you. Okay, so let's see. Bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, someone's avoiding something, hiding from something, running away from something. We'll see what other cards come out, but this is basically someone getting away with not showing their true feelings, not showing their true intentions, someone getting away with not giving you the whole truth. I don't know if they've done something and they don't want to talk about it, or they're avoiding a conversation because they're afraid of rejection, or they're afraid of whether or not it'll turn into a conflict. But this is what it's all about, okay, between the two of you. And I'm getting an annoyed feeling because you already know what they're trying to tell you. And it's for you at this point is like, can you just say what you got to say? All right. This could be a situation where you're really trying to take a stand with someone to teach them a lesson, to where before, in the past, okay, you might have been Like, you could tell that they're struggling, you can tell that they're sorry, and then for you, it's like, you know what, let's just get over this, and you would reach out first and be like, hey, let's talk, this is ridiculous, right? So you wouldn't wait for them to own up to anything and apologize, and you wouldn't make them grovel, or, you know what I mean, you wouldn't make it difficult for them. It's like, listen, let's just move on, can we talk, whatever. You'd be the bigger person, you'd be the initiator, or you would be the one to apologize first, even though they owed you an apology. But for you, it was like, this isn't worth it, this is ridiculous, we got to move past this. And I feel like now you're not doing that, okay? Maybe they're waiting for you to do something like you've always done, because you can see them struggling. You can see that they're hurt by what happened, or you can see that they're struggling with what it is that they're trying to say. But you're sitting there saying, no, you got to get it out, man. No, man or woman, whoever. So we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Swords. You could have given someone an ultimatum of, you better speak up or I'm out, or you better change this or I'm out. You better change your behavior or I'm out. Yeah. Something, there has been, for those of you, there has been a change. Someone got out of something, someone left something, someone else. And they're planning to come your way. I don't think you know about this. I think you know they were thinking about it. I think you know they were going back and forth about it, but I don't think you know that it actually happened. Okay. And that's what they're trying to talk to you about. But I feel like they've been dancing around that bush so many different times and for so long that at this point it's like, I don't even know how I would start that conversation with Pisces. For some of you, like I said, you took a stand. You might have left the situation, detached from it, turned your back on it. Because it's like, I can see you feel something for me. I can see you feel something for how things happen, and you know, you have opinions about it, or you feel bad about it, or you want something, but you're not talking. I've given you every opportunity. I've put myself out there. You took a chance here, right? And either this person is just really, really shy, or insecure, or kind of lacks the confidence, or they just, yeah, I don't know. I think this is someone who's afraid of conflict and afraid of confrontation, but you're over there sitting over there saying, it's just a conversation. It's not going to be a confrontation, you know? For a lot of you, I do feel like there has been a change. You kind of had a feeling that this would happen, but they just never seemed to go through with it. If this is at work, you know, this could be where there's been a change in personnel. Maybe you thought they were going to give you this job, they didn't, and now your manager's kind of avoiding you because they expect you to go, dude, dudette, why didn't I get that job like you said I would, right? That's the energy between the two of you right now, okay? So I'm going to say this is you and this is them, but again, you flip the roles if you want to, if you feel they're in reverse. So you, as far as you're concerned, we have the Ace of Pentacles, some sort of a new opportunity, wanting a new beginning. You put yourself out there again and you're like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not seeing anything happen, so I got to move on. Six of Wands. Eight of Wands. Knight of Swords. I really feel like this is someone trying to stop you from leaving. You might have had to put your foot down, take a stand, or give someone an ultimatum to get them to actually go through with a change in a situation, in an environment, in a behavior. Temperance, because you waited a long time for them to figure it out. The Knight of Cups. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, you put yourself out there and they didn't do anything to meet you in the middle. You offered them some sort of new beginning, new commitment, a new opportunity, or you offered to take something on for them. Hey, I would go for that job. I think we would work very well together, you know. And you took the initiative, okay? You put yourself out there. Hey, let's talk. We could do this together. We could do that together. We could collaborate here, there, everywhere. You followed up. 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Have you had time to think about it? What do you want to do? I think that would be really, really great. I think we would be great together. Or just giving them a lot of just attention, compliments, showing that you're interested, showing that you want to work with them, showing that you want to be with them, showing that you care. And I feel like you were just met with silence and avoidant behavior, which obviously broke your heart. They might have even said something or acted in a way that you thought, well, that was just unnecessary. I feel like when you followed up on something, they got very defensive and either said something that they shouldn't have said, or did something they shouldn't have done, or done something in a way they shouldn't have done, and it broke your heart. And you just withdrew. You just withdrew. Your feelings, your offer, your expectations, your hopes. Because you're like all sweet and kind and peaceful and wanting to cooperate and wanting to collaborate. Wheel of Fortune again. Trying to start something new. Offering them something beautiful, something solid. But they perceived it as you being pushy or you pressuring them somehow. Because remember, to this person, you following up on a conversation means you were pressuring them. Because they were very insecure, immature. And they would have had to make a decision, potentially to leave someone else, leave something else, and come your way. And they were afraid of making that decision because they were afraid of the chaos and the conflict that would ensue. 8 of Pentacles, the Chariot, they ran away. They buried themselves in work. They haven't been able to stop thinking about you, though, and what you're offering with the Page of Swords. So this is about a decision that someone had to make. A big decision that would have involved ending one commitment to start another. And this could be where someone had to choose between you and someone else for love matters, for work matters, who to team up with, who to collaborate with, who to go out with, who to take to the concert, who to give the other ticket to, anything like that, right? And this person has been avoiding making that decision, has been avoiding making that choice, running away from it for the longest time because they were afraid of conflict and confrontation. Now we're going to clarify, but I think they've already done it now. But because you're not even asking about it anymore, you're not aware. Because the change has happened, remember. Okay, let's look at their side of the fence here. What's going on for them? Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I really feel like they've made a change. This is change in status. This is also coming your way, rushing in, being determined. New energy coming to get you. Let's see. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, cutting ties. 3 of Wands. They have turned their back on something or someone. For some of you, I hear that decision was made for them. So I don't know if they got caught looking at your pictures and their partner was like, what the hell? And their partner accused them of cheating or something like that and left or broke up or gave them an ultimatum and made it easier for this person to say, you know what, fine, let's just end it. There's something there, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. Aren't these cards cute? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, now they can make this situation that has previously been one-sided, make it a mutual one, a balanced one. Here's that Seven of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Whatever has had them blocking you has ended. Okay? Whatever put them in a place of resistance has ended. And yes, it's been a long time. You're going to have to figure out if you still want this now. Because it looks like they are intending to come your way. If you're traveling, they're waiting for you to come home before they approach you, or they're considering and contemplating traveling to see you. If there's distance between the two of you, to make you an offer that they know you've been waiting on. Okay? That you're feeling disappointed about anyway. Knight of Swords again. Page of Pentacles. They're determined to come in to make you an offer, to win you back, because you have turned your back on this. Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, you've turned your back on this. Ace of Pentacles. They're like, no, talk to me about that Ace of Pentacles again. Let's talk about that Ace of Pentacles again. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. All these Knights. There's definitely change happening in the situation. We've seen a lot of Knights and the Wheel of Fortune a couple of times. So there's definitely change in this dynamic. Now, we're coming up to a Mercury retrograde soon. I think we're in the shadow period. I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. So for some of you, this can be an ex. But this is going to be, if it's that ex that you never think about, that you don't want to hear from, if somewhere in your heart you're still hurt about it, because you're saying, well, I don't think about that ex, but you're still hurt by what they did, this could be that person, because there's unfinished business there. Okay? Do you know what I mean? Because this is you and the person most on your mind. All right? That could be consciously or subconsciously. Okay. But there's a change in the wind. There's whoever was resistant, that is over. And they're also wanting to fight an ending with you. Meaning, if you've put an end to something, they want to fight that. They want to challenge that, because they're able to now. This could be a situation where I'm getting if they were between a rock and a hard place because they had to choose between you and their family. This is someone who moved away from family. This is someone who is not gonna tell their family that they're still talking to you, or they're coming to get you. They choose you, basically. Whatever the other person or party was, they choose you. Okay, so let's see, outcome, next developments and advice. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. There's an energy here of building, starting to build together, but in secret. For a little while. If the person they leave behind is a bit of a messy person, or is a bit of a vengeful person, they don't want that person to know that they've come your way, because they're trying to protect you, they're trying to protect themselves, they're trying to protect what they're trying to build with you. Okay, because we have the Knight of Swords that we've seen twice so far, so someone's ticked off about this change. So there's an element of secrecy. Now, I want to be clear. This is someone who has left whatever the other situation is. They have. It has ended. So the secrecy comes from, let's figure out between you and I what this thing is first before we tell people. Because I feel like people are going to have an opinion. There's a lot of people in these cards. So people are in your business. And this is saying, let's build something solid first. Let's know, figure out what this is and where we're headed before we tell people. And there's nothing wrong with that. But do be cautious. Because if it's a pattern in this person's behavior, then they could do this to you further down the line, where they start keeping things to themselves, they start keeping secrets. So it's a bit of a, I don't know. Let's see, tell me more about this outcome here. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. We have the World, we have Judgment, 7 of Wands again. One more. 5 of Pentacles and Justice. Oh, for some of you, this is where they've been going through, they are now going through a breakup or a separation, and it's messy. This person's going to fight. This person's going to take them to court, or they have gone to court if they're going through divorce, and they're trying to protect you from being drug into this case. Okay? It's almost like when this other cycle is completed, let me just cover her behind. Their behinds are fine. When this other cycle is completed, that's when we can tell the world. Because they're trying to protect their new beginning with you from whoever they're leaving behind, so that you don't get involved, because it's like, this isn't your burden, okay? And that person's mental, and I don't want them knowing your name. Okay. Let me just get another deck and just double check. Can Pisces trust this person? Can Pisces trust this person and their intentions with them? Can Pisces trust this person? Because I'm not necessarily getting bad intentions. I'm just getting someone who's just very secretive. Oh, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Here's that toxic energy that I was picking up on, that I feel like for the most part they're trying to protect you from. The Fool, the Hierophant, and the Sun. Oh yeah, you can trust this person. You can. Whatever they're telling you that they want with you, that happily ever after with the Hierophant, that long-term commitment, they're ready to go all in. They are trustworthy. They are telling you the truth. They will tell you the truth. They're ready to take a chance. Remember that energy in the beginning where it's like, I don't even know what I want to say or how I'm going to say it. How am I going to explain this to Pisces? But I just got to say it. I got to get it out. Look at all these major arcanas. The Chariot under the Devil. This is also, and the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who's grown up, overcome some sort of bad behavior for some of you, an addiction or an unhealthy attachment style. Okay, they have successfully overcome something, whatever it was that was holding them back with the Devil energy. Okay. The Emperor and the Knight of Cups, they're making you an offer. 4 Cups, that has been a long time coming, that they may have attempted to make and then withdrew, pulled back, changed their minds. Because I do get this start-stop energy with this dynamic. To where you might have said, you know what, never, I can't, this is too much, I don't even care anymore. Don't even talk to me anymore. I don't want to know what's happening. I don't want to know what you got going on. I don't want to know what went on there. I don't need you to explain to me. I don't care, right? Because I feel like they really broke your heart. I feel like I hear that this last time really broke your heart. Maybe that's the pattern of them being impulsive. Knight of Wands. and then changing their mind. Knight of Swords, hot and cold behavior. Them making promises and then realizing, oh my God, hold on, I can't really keep this promise. And then they're avoiding you for a little while, and then you just move on like nothing happened. And you've been very patient and gracious and graceful with this person up to this point. But you had to take a stand because it felt like they were taking advantage of you or treating you like a fool. Taking your kindness for weakness. So you had to teach them a lesson. Okay, you might have said with the Knight of Swords there, said no to them one time, or pushed back, or it could be that ultimatum energy, or you just became very unemotional and you started challenging what they were saying. Whereas in the past, it's that kind of, you know, when someone's really struggling to get the words out, and you already know what they're trying to say, and then you can really see them struggling, and then you go, it's okay, I get it, I understand. So that they don't have to actually get the words out. That's what you've been doing with this person. But recently, you have been just sitting there going, what? What are you trying to say? You knew exactly what they were trying to say. You could see them struggling, but you're like, I'm not doing this again. What are you trying to say? If you don't say anything, I can't help you. That's what happened. And that change really opened this person's eyes to, I can't keep dancing around this anymore. I'm going to lose Pisces. Like, seriously. I've already ticked them off. I'm going to lose them. And either they walked away, put an end to the situation, or they somehow, because it's like, it's not, I don't see them sitting down with that other person or party and going, listen, this isn't working out. For some of you, maybe, because we do have the Ace of Swords, where there's just a very honest, truthful conversation of I'm out, I'm done. For some of you, for most of you though, I just get this roundabout way. Like they left and they left them a letter. You know, broke up with this person in a letter because they couldn't really bring themselves to sit down and have this very difficult conversation with that person. Or this is where they didn't tell that person in person or face to face that they're letting them go. They made HR do it, right? So, and then they're coming your way to offer you that job. But they avoided, I don't know, they found a way to clear that away from their energy, or to get themselves away from that, or to break up, or to walk away, or to get this person fired, or remove this person from the equation somehow, where they were still uncomfortable doing it, but it was easier than a face-to-face full-on confrontation. Okay? But yeah, for some of you, this, again, I'm just getting the scenario of they put up a boundary with this other individual because they may not want to go quietly. And they're trying to keep you out of it until they're done dealing with this person. Because remember, this person grew up a lot by dealing with this whole mess. And they are at a point now where it's like, I got to do the right thing. And I got to do things the right way. I have to be fair. I have to be mature, grown up, realistic here. If I'm going to end something, I need to make sure I end it properly and completely. Okay. So that could have been what this is. Okay, someone grew up and outgrew that bad behavior of getting overly excited and then realizing they made a promise they can't keep, and then changing their mind, or starting things and then leaving them, and you're there waiting. Like, listen, we started this together. We started this project together. We started this business together. We started planning this party together. Where are you? Right? And they're like, oh, I overcommitted myself. I got so much going on. And you're like, well, why? And why can't you just tell me? So then at least I know it's only me and I just need to go figure out. I don't have to be waiting around for you forever. right? It's that kind of an energy. Coming close to you because they can't help themselves, and then pulling away because it's like, oh my God, I can't go through with this, because if I go through with this, I'm going to have to walk away from that other thing, and it's going to be a mess, and I'm not ready to do that. Okay? I don't know if what they were leaving behind was actually that messy and complicated, or that's how they perceived it because of their insecurities. Does that make sense? But now they're in a place of, listen, I have to do the right thing. Judgment, Seven of Wands. I have to grow up. I have to do right by Pisces and everyone else involved. This is ridiculous. But yeah, this is someone in your life that previously you've kind of let them slide. You've kind of let them, you've been too kind to them. You've been too patient with them. You've been too understanding. You've made things easy for them because you saw them struggling. I'm not seeing a manipulative person necessarily. I'm just seeing like an avoidant person, insecure person. But you came to a point where it's like, listen, if you're that insecure about this thing, I don't want it with you then. Because I need someone to be on the same page as me with temperance, to want this just as much as I do, because that's how we're going to make it work and make it be successful. If you're going to be in and out, I don't want you here. And that's fine. Right? You might have, that's the conversation you might have had with them with the Knight of Swords. If you don't want to do this, if you can't do this, just tell me no. And that's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world. We're all grown-ups here. Like, you really called them out somehow. To where they went, listen, what are you doing? Like, seriously. That's ridiculous. Pisces is right. They might have gone into, why is it so hard for me to say no? Why is it so hard for me to do this, do that? Why do I keep doing this thing? Like, it really threw them for a loop. And in the process, they had to find themselves and they had to grow up. I don't care how old this person is. They could be 65. They were immature, okay? But yeah, I'm seeing someone coming your way to do the right thing. If this is someone that promised you something, or if they led you to believe that they were going to give you something, if it's a thing, money, support, their heart, a relationship, a job, and they've been dragging their feet, or you find out that they're talking about it to someone else. In the past, you would have let this slide. In the past, you wouldn't have said anything. In the past, you would have waited and hoped that they do the right thing. Recently, you were like, dude, what's going on? What is this thing? Like, you promised me this. What's going on? And it really snaps this person out of it and goes, wait a minute, that's true. And also, if I go through with it, if I don't keep this promise to Pisces, I'm really going to lose Pisces. Because you're not playing. Okay, so it looks like they finally learned how to keep their promises. They finally learned what's important. And also a blockage, something that made them block you, something that made them be very resistant to you, and something you were offering them has ended. And for a lot of you, I feel like that was a different relationship, another relationship. Okay? Or any other kind of commitment that they made to someone else, when they really should have been making one to you. But because they made this commitment to someone else before they really thought about it, they couldn't accept, or follow through with what they talked about with you. And in the past, you would have seen them struggling to now get out of this commitment. And you would have been like, you know what, it's okay, go finish that, and then we'll talk about it later. But no, recently you went, why the hell did you do that? When we talked about this thing, like, what is wrong with you? What is your problem? Like, you really went for them with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords because you were heartbroken. Again. Right? And you're like, why are you leading me on? Why are you taking me for a fool? Do you think I don't see what you're doing? Do you think I don't know what you're doing? That's what it was. Like, you just gave this person a big shot of reality check. They thought they were being slick and sly and not upsetting anyone and not stepping on any toes. But you're calling them out on every single thing that they've been doing. Why did you say this to me when you actually meant that? You know, when you told me this, I know it wasn't that. And they're like, whoa, I am in deep-ish right now with Pisces. Okay? And even if it wasn't a confrontation, you asked a very poignant question from this person. Okay? You asked them a very poignant question to the, like, straight to the heart of a matter. You know, that could have been, where do you think this kind of behavior is coming from? And they're like, whoa. Do you mean you see that behavior? Do you mean you see the pattern? Do you mean I am not hiding it that well? Do you mean, you know? And this person just unraveled. Or you might have said, why are you in that relationship when you're not happy? And they're like, whoa, you can see that I'm miserable? I thought I was hiding it. If this is a family member, if this is a friend, right? It's like, no one talks about it. We all know it, but no one talks about it. They're thinking, yeah, it's all good. Everyone's fooled. Everyone thinks I'm happy. And recently you were like, why do you do that to yourself? Do you think you don't deserve to be loved? Do you think you don't deserve to be happy? And it blew their mind. And it created very deep change here. To the point where they overcame whatever it is that was holding them back. Okay, for a lot of you, this was internal. It was insecurity, it was fear, it was immaturity. For others of you, it was an addiction that was messing with their mind and confidence. For others of you, it was an unhealthy attachment style that got them attached to someone they couldn't get away from anymore, whoever that person was. So they really had to find the strength and the courage to break away. But the bottom line is that they're doing it because they want to do the right thing by you. Okay? So, let me get a couple from this deck. What else can Pisces expect in this situation? What else can Pisces expect in this situation? Final words here, final messages. What else can Pisces expect to develop, to happen between them and this person when it comes to this situation? What else can Pisces expect? What else can Pisces expect? The Emperor. And we saw the Emperor before. This is just confirming that yes, this person has grown up. They have overcome insecurity, fear, Eight of Swords. Whatever it is that was holding them back, King of Cups, they've come to a place of maturity, emotional mastery, and judgment again. They've made up their mind. It's final. They're not going to change their mind again. Because this time they've made the decision from a mature, stable place. They've thought about this long and hard. I hear they have no doubt about it anymore. They have no doubt about it anymore. What other people are going to say doesn't bother them anymore. What other people are going to think, how this is going to look, it doesn't bother them anymore. The only thing they care about is making things right with you. Okay, Pisces, so interesting. Very interesting. You're going to have a decision to make. They want happily ever after with you, Ten of Pentacles. They want to come home for some of you. Four of Pentacles again. Three of Cups. Get back to happier times. Get back to building together. The Star. You are their dream come true, wish come true. It just looks like this person had to take a very long, difficult detour and make things difficult for themselves, because that's what was needed for them to open their eyes, to grow up, to see your worth, and to see the what it would feel like, to understand that they are really going to lose you. They're really going to lose the best thing that ever happened to them. And they got it. They paid attention this time. Okay, so interesting. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think. Let me know who this is for you, first of all. What has been going on? How you resonate with the reading? Which side of the fence you're on here? But yeah, this is someone growing up and doing the right thing finally. Okay. So yeah, hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.